Hi, very good afternoon to everyone, and a warm welcome to all the audience on the second day of 23rd World Education Summit Higher Education. You have listened various panelists in the panel discussion on the reimagining the higher education, the post-COVID campuses. You have listened the Laveen Hajela DGM-Vertical Sales Education from Samsung India. So for to continue this, I would like to invite Mr. Laveen Hajela, DGM Vertical Sales Education Samsung India, and Ms. Simran Grover, Associate Pre-Sales Samsung India, to share the innovations and the initiative taken by the Samsung India in the higher education space, what they are contributing to the education space in the post-COVID situation, what they have applied in the future circumstances, and how they are going to contribute in the new era of the future of the higher education. So, not taking much time, I would like to invite Laveen and Simran to take this virtual dice and please explain the innovative and initiative taken by the Samsung India to all the audience. And I would like to request audience to please, if you have any questions in your mind regarding the product, regarding the solutions, if you want to opt this solution in your campuses, please do write us right now so we can take it live during this session. So, Laveenji and Simran ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Abhishek. Good afternoon and namaste from Samsung India. With
Good
me,
afternoon. Please.
with me is Simran Grover. She is my co-worker from the Samsung Smart Science team, and I'm Laveen Hajela. Uh, Again, I think we as a country are at an inflection point for our education, for a reskilling of our population, and post-pandemic, we have kind of hastened our journey for adoption of technology in education and digitalizing our campuses. So Samsung India is part of this journey, and with our global portfolio of education products and solutions, we look forward to enabling the education focus of our population, our journey, our countrymen. So to start with, I think we have a flagship offering of Samsung Flip 3, and we have this right behind us over here. So what we'll do is Simran and myself will take you through the key functionalities of Samsung Flip and how can same be adopted in a digital campus environment. So shall we, Simran?
Yes, please. So let me just, as Laveen said about the education, so let the education makes more interactive with Samsung Flip. So if the professor is coming into the classroom, he just need to tap on the flip and it gets on automatically. And using any object as a writing tool, they can write on the flip. So right now I have a passive pen with me. So this passive pen has thinner side and thick side. So this side, thinner side, you can use it as a writing part, and other side you can use it for the highlighting thing. And suppose if somebody wants to change the color, you can just need to tap on this and you'll get multiple colors: red, pink, yellow, green, blue. Moreover, the best part of this flip, you just need your palm to erase everything. So no duster, no clothes required for the rubbing part, and your hand is not dirty.
But Simran, what if we misplace this passive pen? How do we use the board?
So you can use any pen. You can use a normal pen also. You just need to take out your pen from your pocket and you can write it down anywhere. Like I am writing it.
Great. So that's the biggest ease of using of Samsung Flip 3.
Exactly. And we have Flip digital sheets also. Like first page, second, third. So likewise, you'll get 20 pages in one roll. You can save the file as well as lock it also. So nobody else can use it until unless they have a password. Suppose if the professor is doing, he is giving some classes to your students. If you finish their work, so he can lock it, or next day he can come and unlock their file and they can start their work from that site. So let me just show you how we can do this. So I have just locked my file. I'll go to new. So this is a white sheet. If I want to open my same file, I'll just open this, put the password, and the sheet comes on the screen. And if I talk about the forms activity, we have multiple forms. Like if you change the background with the black color, you can just put it, apply, and that background screen change into black. Green, white, grid basis, note basis, checklist, monthly,
Can you show
everything.
them? The grid is pretty interesting out there, as well as the rule network, because that will be of use to.
So this thing. So we can write it. I have a very bad handwriting. So you just see my handwriting is looking so great, superbly great on this flip.
So that's a self-certificate she is giving to herself. But again, the idea is that all kinds of writing patterns are available on the flip 3. Wait, Simran. Let's move ahead.
Okay, so this has a brush mode as well. So with the normal painting brushes, we can do water painting, oil painting. So let me just show you how we can do this. So we have watercolors. Let me make something on this. I'll just add multiple colors. So this can be used for the, drawing purpose, oil painting. You can actually mix the colors. Let me just put the red now. That's the ultimate feature in this.
So we are saying that the usage of flip is not limited to the faculty of science and mathematics. Even the arts faculty can use it.
That's my point. So arts professors can use it. In fact, this can be used anywhere in classroom. And if I talk about the connectivity part, I have multiple options for the connectivity. So first thing is mobile. You can connect your mobile. You can connect your PC. And this has very interesting feature that is called Smart View. So in Smart View feature, 50 people, 50 students, professor can connect it at the same time, and 4 people can actually connect it on the screen together.
So I think the typical use case would be that, let's say if a professor is given some assignments and the pupils in the classroom or remotely on the devices have done the assignments. Now they can be chosen from the drop-down list over here. So let's say we can we showcase that connection? So we can kind of highlight a set of 4 over here live big time on the screen, and the professor can evaluate them live with the students over there.
So let me just give you an example of the 4 screen. Let me just take a screenshot of these 2 or 3. So we'll get an idea that how that particular screen looks like. Suppose I'll take 2 screenshots. So here, one side this, second side this. Moreover, if Laveen and me, we both can write it simultaneously on the screen. So 4 people can write it at the same time. You can highlight the things, you can save it, lock it. In fact, you can share it via mail. You can export into, you can take out the printouts also. You can export it in a pen drive as well. And this has a Samsung workspace where you can actually access your monitor on the flip. So let me just show you how that be possible.
So what you intend to highlight is that we can access our desktop or a laptop from this flip?
Yes, we can do that. If you have any file on the screen or the monitor, you can access from the flip. No need to go your meeting room or take out your laptop or take out your monitor. You can actually take your access monitor here. Let me just close this. So this is my monitor screen.
So,
I can open
so
it.
ladies and gentlemen, what Simran is doing is she is accessing her desktop, which is on the other side of this office premise from here, and she can open a document out here and work on it, save it, and then access it back again from the desktop she has been using over there.
So just see, I can.
So I think the use case for this would be, let's say, a faculty walking in the room without his or her laptop, but wants to showcase some kind of an assignment tutorial or video to students out there, then they can do it.
And if I want to do the annotation, let me just show you one example of this. We can add on to this, we can actually browse the internet also. So this is the live screen. If I want to do anything on the live screen, I can do that. I can write on the live screen. Education, airport, whatever it is, you can take a screenshot of the particular screen and you can share wherever you want to share it. That's the best feature in this. And if I'll talk about one more feature that is very, very interesting. So suppose you're putting flip in your classroom and then you wanted your screen should be shared to any other screen. So let me just show you. So wirelessly, I can connect my screen to the other screen. So let me just keep the camera a little bit side. So now you can see. Now, Laveen, can you please write something on the screen? Now you can see whatever Laveen is writing on the flip, that can be reflected on the other panel. So this is also possible. So Laveen, you want to add something on this?
No, I think this is awesome because again whatever we are showcasing out here is not limited to the screen as well. If the audience size is large, okay, and they are not fitting into the room, so if there is a display in another room where audience is also there, so the kind of teaching going on or information exchange going on the flip can be showcased on the display in other room as well. That's pretty practical. Thank you, Simran, for this.
And this has one more thing, the multiple ports in the front itself. If you want to connect your pen drive, you can connect it from here. This has HDMI cable, you can connect your HDMI. If you want to connect your laptop, you can do it through your laptop also.
Right. So in fact, this was about ease of use and this was about the kind of connectivity features available with Samsung Flip 3. I think one of the foremost importance to us in post-pandemic days, how safe is using this touch screen. There's a touch screen, right? So we are a little wary about touches. Plus, in an education environment, how IT security is handled out here. So Samsung takes pride in itself because they have their own proprietary OS called Tizen, which has 3 levels of security and which is in a way to a great degree hack proof. Now, in an education environment, there could be a lot of nuisance around, undesired nuisance because by using some kind of an, content which is not warranted to be used out here. So what we can do is through our remote management software, we can block the ports. Okay, depending on the IT policy of that organization, we can block the ports. We can analyze the usage of the display Samsung Flip, how many hours it has been used in a day, whether it was on during the classroom or not. It could be a case that faculty is not very comfortable using the technology and maybe hesitant to use this. So you can monitor that as well, in a sense to train them, enable them to use this technology. That all is very much possible through remote management software of ours. And coming back to the touch part of it, this has an antimicrobial coating, which is UL 2282 certified, global certification. So I'll say the potency or of catching a microbial infection by touching is very minimal out here. So this gives a sense of security as well while using a touch display. What are you showing this, Simran?
These are maths tools.
Okay.
So maths feature can easily access these maths tools. You can just see, let me just operate this 40 to 7 centimeters of the round circle. This has some triangle and scale. They can actually put the line with the scale. So no need to require any physical tools for the mathematics. They can use this. So this has a additional feature in Flip.
And I think Samsung is innovating, it's expanding its R&D efforts to have more solutions around education vertical specifically. Those are work in progress at this moment, but will be out with these soon, pretty soon. Again, the biggest advantage which we in Samsung India has that our Global Research and Development Institute for professional displays is in India. So, I'll connect with them in terms of getting feedback from people like you and passing it on as a voice of customer is a very normal practice out here.
So let me just play some video for the education. Laveen, can you please help?
No, I think we should. Okay, I think we should go to the virtual tour. So what we intend to end up the session with is we have a whole portfolio of our education digital campus. We'll showcase a virtual tour out here, which gives a sneak peek into what kind of digital campuses can be adopted out here.
So this has an inbuilt speaker also. You can adjust the sound. So Laveen is going to show you some videos on the education, what Samsung is doing right now. And here we have some videos of the education.
So what we see here is a virtual tour of an campus that we envisage out here. This is a general layout.
Welcome to our campus. What is that signage over there? Even in bright sunlight, the visibility looks great. As you know, educational environments are changing rapidly, especially in K-12 and higher education, meaning there are a variety of new requirements. With a diverse product portfolio, Samsung offers optimal solutions for students and faculty. So, come in and take a look by selecting the area you are interested in exploring.
So Samsung has a full portfolio of fully
Welcome to
outdoor
our campus.
displays.
What is that signage over there? Even in bright sunlight, the visibility looks great. As you know, educational environments are...
Okay, fine. That's okay, no problem. So I think with this, it's okay. It's fine. I think we can end the session out here. Please reach out to us for any question and queries that you may have. I will be happy to answer you. Our team is pan-India. We have a big network of partners outside as well. Reach out to them. We'll be happy to assist you. In fact, by focusing myself on this education vertical, I take pride in being in connect with each one of you personally. So happy to be with you on mails, phones, or personal meeting as possible, as and when you require. Thank you so much. Thank you, Simran.
Thank you so much, Laveen.
Thank you, ELTS, for this opportunity. Abhishek.
Thank you, Simran Laveen for this wonderful demonstration of your wonderful product. There's some questions, Simran and Laveen from the audience side.
Sure.
First of all, that how the data is saved here. That was asked by the Hajela from the Amity University, Lucknow. So, what is the process of data saving? Are you saving the cloud, or is there a particular kind procedure for saving the data?
So there are multiple options. Whichever suits oneself best. This has their own memory. The Flip has its own memory to save data on. If we want it in an external drive, we can connect that external drive and save data in that also. If we have a cloud setup wherein we want to extrapolate the data to, we can export that as well. And obviously we can mail and print it out depending on the use case. So all the options are available.
And Laveen, is this memory is expandable, or is like the prices depend on the what kind of memory you
So
are
memory
taking
is
this?
not expendable in this because this is typically a network device.
Okay.
So it has a memory for processing and a small memory for storing data. But since the
Hmm.
network device, all the data is supposed to be on the network. So that's why it's a limited memory.
Sure. And next question, Laveen and Simranji, can you explain more about the smart view
Okay, sure, sure, we'd love to.
that was asked by Raghunathan from ICFA University, Hyderabad?
Great question. So again, just to give you a use case of smart view. In a hybrid environment, there would be some students in the classroom and some students joining it remotely. And let's say a tutorial has been given by the teacher for assessment. So both the students in the class and online will do their tutorials on the devices. Now those devices can be viewed out here in terms of connectivity. There's an option of 50. Someone can you step side?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
No, 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 please.
So there's an option of 50 connections out there. So all those list of participants active will be seen over here. We can pick and choose.
So it could be any thing, mobile or PC. Anything could be connected to the flip.
So at
Okay.
a moment, we can pick and choose four. Those four will show up in four quadrants out there. Teacher can do an online assessment, explain it to it. If there is some error or some scope of improvement is out there, then move those out, bring in next set of four students tutorials out here and can do that as well. So it's totally flexible. It gives an ability of in-room kind of a teaching wherein teacher goes on table and see the assessment, and if there's a sample assessment done by some good student, they can be showcased to the other students as well. So that's how it's possible out here.
And add on to this, this can be,
Hmm.
Smart View is only available for the Chrome, Safari, and Firefox. So Apple
Perfect.
things also, Apple devices can connect to this flip.
Perfect. Perfect, Simranji.
Thank you
And
for the
one
question. Yes.
last, and Laveenji, one last question that you have already demonstrated during regarding the security of this Flip 3 product. People want to know regarding the levels of the security that you have provided through this.
So again, there are multiple levels of security. As I said, there is a physical security as well. So the glass is shatterproof. Okay, again, I'm not going to hate it, but it has a very good durability out there. In terms of microbial security, as I said, it is UL2282 kind of a certification. So the likelihood of catching a microbial infection by touching the screen is minimal. And in terms of IT security, as we work on Tizen, which is a proprietary operating system, which has inbuilt three levels of security out there. So pretty secure out there, and it's very difficult to kind of, create a nuisance value out of it. So those
Perfect.
three levels which we are work on the IT security part of it, IT
Perfect.
physical as well as the microbial security.
Perfect,
Yeah.
Laveenji. So, Laveenji, people are asking that if they want to book the demo or any kind of, they want to take your schedule, so where they can connect, they can, is there, we can give your direct numbers, or is there any generic email ID where Laveenji can, we can
So
provide
there are
them?
two kind of demos we typically do. Like one is most prevalent is virtual demo. So Simran's
Hmm.
lead the charter for us. She leads the EBC also. So do we have the EBC
Yeah,
email ID?
we do have one email ID. I'll just bring on this. That's ebc.india@samsung.com.
Sure.
So you can probably
EBC.
share on the chat box ebc.india@samsung.com.
So I'll
So
just write
please
it.
put
Sure.
in a request, and we'll be happy to take care of that. In terms of physical demo, on-site demo, that's definitely possible.
Hmm.
Depending on the engagement level, reach out to this very email ID, and you'll be routed to the respective sales team out there.
Sure. So can you, Deepak, can you make it the full screen similar so that people can see the
The
Yeah.
color is not.
also? And I would like to request all the audience, we have the booth also. Yes.
One second.
Yes.
Let me just write it down with the good color.
Okay.
So we should take the advantage of the flip now. ebc.india@samsung.com.
Um, Sure. So I request all my
Again, I
audience.
say my handwriting is very bad, but you can see this is looking amazing on the flip.
Hajela's
Perfect.
also looking good.
So you can see the Simran handwriting right now on the flip 3. So I request all my audience, please drop your queries on ebc.india@samsungs.com. Simran and Laveen is here to entertain you, and we have a booth of Samsung also on Avatar platform. If you have any query, you can drop your query there also, and you can
Please.
see the various kind of product that Samsung has bring for the innovation in the education domain. And if you want to connect directly to Laveen ji and Simran ji, please drop your mail at education@digitallearning.in. We will directly share Laveen ji and Simran ji credentials to you on your email so that we can have a directly contribution from the Samsung to the higher education domain. So by this, Laveen ji and Simran ji, thanks for giving your precious time to us. It's always been pleasure to have you here, sir. And I request Deepak to please share the token of appreciation from the World Education Summit side. This is the speaker's certificate presented to Mr. Laveen Hajela, Deputy General Manager, Vertical Sales Education, Samsung India. Thank you, Laveen ji. Thank you very much for being at World Education Summit platform. And to Ms. Simran Grover, Associate Pre-Sales, Samsung. Thank you, Simran ma'am. Thank you very
Thank you.
much for giving your time. And I request again the audience, please drop your query at ebc.india@samsungs.com. Thank you. Thank you
So,
very much.
so we thank
Yes, sir.
ELETS for giving us this opportunity. I think we are here to serve the education fraternity to best of our ability. We are pretty much reachable, pretty much accessible. So do reach out. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaskar, Sabhi ko.